The news about federal employee layoffs is big news these days, and I came across this video on my timeline. I want you to watch this creator's video so we can break it down together.
I was one of the thousands of federal workers terminated this weekend. Let's talk about it. Am I surprised? No. I was working for a federal health agency, so once RFK Jr. was confirmed last week, and they started almost immediately with the CDC and firing off 1,300 probationary workers on Friday, I knew that my time was coming very shortly after, and I got my email on Saturday. You can only let us go if it is a performance issue or a budget issue or something along those lines, and I guess the only reason that they could find that they could issue in a mass manner was performance issues. And the thing is, it's almost comical when you reference performance issues when laying off probationary employees, because many of these probationary employees at these federal health agencies were presidential management fellows, were pathways program employees, other really competitive programs that you enter to start federal service. These are the people you're letting go. So it was literally the top talent that they were recruiting to bring in to fill in these gaps and where they need people to serve. And they're letting those people go because of performance issues. And it's also not just these brand new hires. When you are put on the probationary period, that could be an employee who's been with some agency for 10, 20 years, but they just recently switched into a supervisor position. And so they were filling a gap in which they needed a supervisor in a critical role. They were serving for such a long period of time, serving successfully, that they were put into this role. And now in this new role, they were put on a probationary period, and now they're being let go. And again, with these particular programs that were meant to bring in top talent, these are either 1 year or 2 year programs. I believe 2 is the longest. So some of these people have been in their probationary period for a year and 10 months, and now they're being let go because technically they're still in this probationary period. Someone like me who hasn't even gotten a performance review yet because I've been in this role for such a short period of time, and now I'm being let go for performance issues.
Our office is getting a ton of questions about whether the Trump administration can just lay off employees. And a lot of people think that all employers can lay people off whenever they want. But the reality is the federal government cannot legally operate the way a private company can, and these layoffs may be rolled back. This creator is right. Federal employees cannot be fired unless it's for an acceptable reason. And that's because government employees have due process rights related to their employment that private employees just don't have. So here are the reasons that the president can use to fire a probationary employee. First, performance issues. If your work isn't up to par, you could be let go. Second, misconduct. Any behavior that violates workplace policies can lead to termination. Third, failure to demonstrate suitability. If you're not a good fit for the job or the agency, you might be dismissed. And finally, budgetary constraints. Sometimes budget cuts can mean that probationary employees are the first to let go. But it's unclear that any of the first 3 scenarios apply for a wholesale layoff. Budget cuts seems far-fetched too, because Congress sets the budget and there haven't been any spending bills that required the layoffs. That means Trump may have been overstepping his authority by firing all these employees. So, if you're a federal employee in probationary status and you receive an appeal letter, you need to appeal to the Merit Systems Protection Board. But take note, you need to appeal to MSPB within 30 days of the effective date of your termination, or from when you receive the notice. If you fail to appeal, you may lose your job forever. Remember, knowing your rights is crucial, so stay informed and take action if you need to. Follow me for more tips. I'm Cara Fontenot, and I'm an employment lawyer, and I only represent